done with.
Dude, you've been done.
I'm still here.
For what? Why? Because you just want to be a asshole.
You're right.
Then why the would you be in this competition, bone face?
Why do you look 50 and you're 24?
What? What did you say? Go yourself, you.
Would you rather have the brand new PS5 or a weekend with these three lovely ladies and you can do anything you want with them?
Wait, anything with them?
Like anything.
A whole weekend?
A whole weekend.
Damn, but the PS5 though, like it just.
I know.
Oh, damn, y'all beautiful though, but.
Hold on, what'd you say?
PS5 or us?
Oh,
bro, y'all beautiful, but I had a PlayStation 4 for 4 years, but I need a PS5.
God.
My nigga.
Y'all, so this dude came in my DM yesterday. He was like, "You're pretty, I'm trying to get to know you." He literally sent me $1,000 just to get to know me. And y'all literally sit here and think I'm gonna get to know y'all for free when somebody just paid me $1K for him to get to know me? Be so for real.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now.
Would you feel comfortable if your father was watching your OnlyFans and subscribing to it?
Probably not, no.
You would not feel comfortable, and I'll tell you why. That's because in your heart of hearts, in your soul, if you still got one, you know it's wrong. That's your work. In my work, if my mother consumed my work, I'd be thankful and pleased that she took an interest in my work and supported my work. If she bought my products, I'd be thankful. If your mother or father bought your products, you'd be disgusted and ashamed because you know what you're doing is wrong and the product of what you're doing is bad.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
I got a question for you. Do you have car insurance?
100%. No reason.
All right. Do you have homeowners insurance?
100%.
Do you have life insurance?
100%.
Do you have medical insurance?
100%.
Did you get tired of your insurance agent talking about the possibilities of you losing your life and being rewarded? hold on for a second. I know, but don't be a but person. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. You have insurances. Although it's a very uncomfortable situation, and life insurance people who sell it tend to be scumbags. They tend to be looked at as scumbags, like, I don't want to have this conversation about me dying, but you surely will die. So you better have the conversation. The reality is, yes, it's a very tough conversation. I have to spend a lot of time talking about it. It's very difficult. However, there needs to be some insurance, and there's no insurance, and so we must talk about it.
He ain't lying.
That all up in me at one time. Don't try to make me take all that dick at one time.
Slow and easy.
He said, "Don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you. I would not rush all this dick up in you at one time. I'm going to take it easy on you." She said, "Okay, I think I can take it." So he laid down. The nigga rushed all that dick up in her.
Jammed it into there.
Jammed and round.
Like Jam City.
All kind of dick up in that girl at one time.
Dang.
And took her breath some more.
Thanks for all your help. Bye-bye, Tanja. Bye-bye.
these women out here like what you do for them, but she don't really like you. She don't really love you. She don't really like you. She not attracted to you. She don't really care for you. She like the illusion of you. She like the benefits of you.
Yes.
She like the feeling of you.
Yeah.
She like the way that society sets her apart and it makes her look like she's made the right choice. She like that part of you, but she don't really like you. That's why she can't kiss you, she can't hug you, she can't love you. She don't want to fuck you, she don't want to suck you. She don't want to show up in public with you. She don't want you around her family. She don't want to take pictures with you. Because she don't genuinely like you.
Tell them!
Attractive or not, she just don't genuinely like you. And it's kind of your fault. It's kind of your fault because you just keep showing up. You just keep on doing it. You just keep trying to prove to her. You're fucking goofy. You're fucking goofy. And you're not taking the signs. You're not taking a hint. That girl don't love you. She just like the illusion of you. She like the idea of what you can do. Of what you do. It ain't you. It's the stuff.
This is a sick Negro.
What's up, y'all? It's Cali West. Thank you for tuning in to another episode. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're feeling this shit. I ain't gonna cap. I ain't gonna hold y'all up all night. You know what I'm saying? I got a long day. Shit, I got a long night. You feel me? But it's all good. We're gonna get straight to these subjects at hand. Now, of course, we gotta give a shout out to XL Pro. My homeboy says Righteous Fear up. Like, share, subscribe, Cash App, $, Cali West 1. Salute. 17th and L comes through and he says jammed and rammed. So that part.
Jammed and rammed.
Like Jam City.
Now, of course, we got the jackhammer from XL Pro. And then 17th and L says, what's your girl's Jam City's name? D Griff had told me yesterday, Alexis something. I forgot. But yeah. So anyway, we can get straight to the subject at hand tonight, which is Joy Taylor gets fired from ESPN. Now, let's just be real, y'all. This is probably not really a surprise to anybody, as it was gonna happen regardless. Especially the fact that, let's just be real. Not only did she get named in a lawsuit, but it didn't help that old girl went on a whore tour and basically was talking about how, she basically be using ninjas for money and how she slept her way around to the top. You know what I'm saying? I mean, maybe she didn't say that in those exact words, but that's essentially what I got. She went on a whore tour. Now, of course, we're gonna talk. We're gonna come at it from the article's perspective, just so y'all can hear, what the white folks are saying. Then we're gonna, break that down like a fraction, right? And why this has happened. Now, of course, I like to show the article. Just so I'm not being, well. I mean, every article is about somebody's opinion, but I still like to show my point of reference in everything I talk about here on this Righteous Fear. So, boom, Joy Taylor out at Fox Sports amid a lineup shakeup, per report. So, essentially, what they're saying is,
I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke.
Yeah. Now, we all know that for some reason in the last 20 years, they have been doing their best to put women into, in these positions where they talk about sports and stuff like that. Even there's men who dedicated their lives and their bodies into these sports. And at least they like to do is at least be able to commentate on it. But, we're neither here nor there. At the end of the day, we're going to read what they got to say, okay? And then I'll talk about my opinion after the fact. Now, of course, it says Joy Taylor is out of Fox Sports, and so is her show Speak, along with 2 other programs in the FS1 weekday lineup. Breakfast Ball and the faculty are also on the chopping block, according to The Athletic, where with Taylor's dramatic few months at the network, culminating in her exit. I'll say the large part or the quiet part. Excuse me. I'll say the quiet part out loud. They had to find a way to sue her. They had to find a way of getting rid of her because they're getting sued and show, the ratings are not that good. They just had to find an excuse to fire her because, of course, there's a possibility that they could go back and essentially, they're just trying to find any reason to fire her. That way she can't come back and sue their ass. The 38-year-old was named in one of the 2 lawsuits against the former Fox Sports programming executive, Charlie Dixon, who was fired from the network in April. In a suit named Taylor, Deshaun Faraji, a makeup artist, accused Dixon of sexual battery and alleged that Taylor told Faraji to get over it. Damn, would that be? I don't know. If I tell someone to get over it, that's just my opinion. Shouldn't she go to human resources or anything like that? Or was Taylor considered her superior as, old girl, just a makeup artist? That's what it could have been too. Taylor was the star of the show. So that could definitely be one of the reasons why they had to get rid of her ass too. Now, the source says Taylor denied the allegation, but she did spend 2 weeks off the air in late February and early March. Her contract with Fox was set to expire sometime this summer. Front Office Sports reported in May she co-hosts Speak with Paul Pierce and Keyshawn Johnson. Now, of course, Breakfast Ball featuring Craig Carton, Mark Slurridge, and Danny Parkins, while the faculty had 4 former NFL players: Emmanuel Echo, Chase Daniels, James Jones, and LaShawn McCoy as part of the cast. All 2 shows were created under Dixon, and Athletic reported low ratings as the reason for the cancellation. Well, think about it. If they was making money off the boatloads, they would have kept them all aboard. But shit, at this point, that's the way they was like, you know what? Let's just cut bait. And I have to say, let's just be real, y'all. To me, Joy Taylor has been very, very busy lately. She's seen this coming. One thing is, y'all might want to, say that she's a 304, but she's a smart 304. She's seen the writings on the wall, and now that's why you've been seeing her on all these talk shows and, podcasts. And if I'm not mistaken, she got her own little podcast too, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, because I think I was reviewing something about what she was saying with some other chick recently, maybe a couple weeks ago, but she got her own podcast. And let's be real. Joy Taylor looked fine. She might be 38, but man, she's still looking damn good. You know what I'm saying? She could probably still reel in a couple suckers. And, women like to listen to beautiful women. But yeah, man, Joy Taylor might not be your cup of tea, but let me just show her real quick, y'all. Joy Taylor a hottie. I think so. Some big ass titties. I mean, she ain't got much booty though. That's one thing. If you're into booty meat, she ain't for you. But if you just like a beautiful woman, she look good, bro. Let's deep dive a little bit. She up here working out. I'm trying to look at the IG page. Oh, here we go. Here she go. Doing her thing. Let me see what the comment section got to say. Like I said, if y'all into booty meat, she might not be for you. But she's a good looking woman. She fine. I mean, she a thotty though. That's one thing though. That's some used poom poom. But you know what I'm saying? She look good. She keep herself in shape as much as possible. Ideally, she's definitely for a brother or any man who likes white women. Like she's like for y'all. I'll say this much: for any brother who I guess doesn't mind a chick who's been a little bit ran through. If you're looking for a chick who is, she's black, but still has the aesthetics of white woman, that's definitely her. Of course, she probably dates nothing but white men, probably on a regular. Now, what the comment section got to say? 17 says she already knew, so then she decided to brand herself as and be a full-on mean hoe for the next act. So she went on she went on a tour advertising. Yeah, she went on a whore tour. She definitely went on the whore tour. Now she says this was all positioning. Oh, 17 says this was all positioning. Hell yeah. Well, yeah. She was just setting herself up to pivot to the next best thing. And that is the one good thing about being an attractive woman. Hey, women, men are like dogs, women are like cats, bro. They definitely, especially if she's a beautiful woman, they got 9 lives, G. Now, 17 says too personal as her podcast. She used to host it with Taylor Rooks, but Rooks didn't want to go down the man-hating whole road with Joy. Facts. Salute. Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, because she was saying kind of like similar bullshit. Like, like I said, just because I might feel some way about somebody, personality-wise, I could still give them I could still recognize that they fine. Because one thing, other than that, other than the fact that she was a hoe, she's a good looking hoe. What can I say? She still, you can still be a hoe, but still, be a good looking woman. But yep. Yeah, but definitely, she definitely got the white girl aesthetic though. I know she date brothers too, but trust me, I'm sure that there's plenty of white men that she done dated. Especially with how this went through and how, and let's just be real. We all know that these channel executives are not brothers. So, when she was fucking her way to the top, who do you think she was sleeping with? She was sleeping with a white man. This Dixon guy ain't no brother. Or is he? Let me not put my foot in my mouth, but I'm quite sure that was a white man. Like, by far, bro. Let's just keep it a buck. Definitely probably was a white man. Now, what the comment section say? Taylor Rooks, unlike Joe Taylor, who is younger, finer, better personality, and better looking, can actually get a man to marry her, have kids, and start a family with her. Probably a wealthy white man. Hey, like I said, y'all know me. I don't mind interracial dating, whether it's a black woman dating a white man or a black man dating a white woman. So, salute to that, But I believe that, she had to share because, no lie, let's just be real. Joy Taylor toxic as fuck. So salute to Taylor Rooks for shaking that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that's what you gotta do. Because, Joy Taylor, you know what I'm saying? All she's gonna do is just bring bad juju.
He ain't lying.
For real. So yeah. She was on her whore tour and lucky enough, Taylor Rooks got her ass up out of there. And I remember her too. She was a little light skinned mulatto looking sister too, wasn't she? For real. Now, Okay. We've been 20 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes into the show. I guess we could go through this whole Diddy situation. Y'all probably sick of hearing about Diddy, right? But I guess Diddy is still good publicity. Pause. Now yeah. Now y'all homeboy P. Diddy, it appears that I guess some based off of this article right here, and I'll show y'all real quick. You know, I like to show y'all my references. Diddy enters therapy and drug programs while awaiting sentencing.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Diddy he in jail. He already trying to repair his image. Hey, I can't be mad at him at all for that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how it's gonna work in the sentencing, but you know, it makes sense to try. Hey, gotta try something, bro.
Emotional damage.
Shit, because truth be told, they really want to give his ass 20 years. You feel me? But the judge is up to the judge and them to sentence him for that amount. And the judge, even though he would love to sentence him forever, he's probably not that long, Now, of course, it says Diddy is currently remaining behind bars in New York City while he awaits his sentencing date on October 3rd. Damn, man. October 3rd, that basically means like he got another 3 months to still be in jail. Think about it. Not being free, that must feel like an eternity. Now, of course, it says Diddy is reportedly enrolled in a program called Stop. Really? As he awaits his sentencing behind bars. Can't stop, won't stop. But I thought he said he can't stop, won't stop. So he made a song that said "Can't Stop, Won't Stop," but now he enrolled in a program called Stop, huh? Shit, how ironic.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
He's still gonna have free costs though. He just ain't gonna do it behind state lines. Hey, that's for sure.
He ain't lying.
Now, according to TMZ, it is offered to inmates and focused on preventing sexual assault as well as domestic and sexual and dating violence. Additionally, he is undergoing therapy and is in a drug abuse program. Sources say for the outlet say that the bad boy mogul is focusing on bettering himself, with one describing it as a path towards redemption. While Diddy was not found guilty of sex trafficking or racketeering in his criminal trial earlier this month, the jury still convicted him of 2 counts of transparency engaged into prostitution. The prosecution has recommended a 4-year sentence. Oh, they brought it down because at first they were trying to give him 20. But the truth is, because of the whole world's looking at the situation, they're like, okay, you know what? I've heard people too say that they never really meant to. Well, if they would have look, trust me, they could have locked Diddy for the rest of the night, they would have. But they say the powers that be, the people behind Casamigos and the deep state and all that, they're essentially just happy with the fact that he got his hand slapped. You know what I'm saying? That they're at least glad that he still got punished or whatever. That's what conspiracy theorists say. So at least they're trying to bring down his time. So it says last week, Judge Aaron Samranian. Hey, mind you, he's a Democrat. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I thought the Democrats were supposed to be black people's friends. So it says last week, Judge Aaron Samranian confirmed that October 3rd will be his sentencing date. This came despite requests for the defense team to move it up. He previously shut down an attempt at getting Diddy out of bond following the verdict as well. Yeah, because guess what? I'm telling y'all black people. I know Republicans ain't really the best people in the world, but these Democrats are not your friends. Hey, think about it. The reason why many black people decide to even start thinking about Democrats is because the fact that the Democrat was really fucking over black people. And a prime example, Haroun Sabramian. Like this dude is probably some Eastern European or like Indian or some type of Asian type of dude. And guess what? He's supposed to be a Republican. He's supposed to be a Democrat and supposed to be on our side. But guess what? He was still trying to cook Diddy to the point that the jury was actually going to let his ass walk on the other two charges. But guess what? He forced them to deliberate. He forced them to make a decision. But from what I hear, and he's going to start coming out more too about this whole, about the jury and stuff. But man, them dudes is pressured to actually make a decision, and a decision that the courts kind of wanted to hear. Shit, crazy, man. Now my boy Hashim Shabazz comes through, says salute. I appreciate you, my G. Joy Taylor says, no. 17 Mel says Joy Taylor's life with the pass from one rich man to the other from recreational use only till she can't. Then she will have to pay for good jugs from the YNs. Yep. Here's the thing, man. But the women don't even realize, and we'll talk about this shit in barbershop today. And you know what's crazy too? Out of nowhere, I forgot what I said, but I guess it was kind of on that red pill type of shit. It was something about women and them starting their menstrual cycle. But long story short is, I'm not gonna get into that too much. Maybe I'll get into it another day when I feel like it. But long story short is, the dudes start bringing up passports and stuff like that. But one of the things that kind of came up is the fact that women could choose to kind of have their fun now because they look good. Look, here's the thing: a lot of women, especially black women, look good in their 40s, and it almost seems like the party will never end because some of them still have some good skin, some of them still got some good poom and all that. But guess what? The truth is that no matter if they're messing with YNs, a YN, if he does feel like he want to have a kid, he ain't gonna have a kid with that. So they end up floating because guess what? They're gonna have to convince a young dude to take care of him. And I ain't gonna lie, I was messing with an older chick and she was trying to prop me up to work at a certain type of job because here's the thing. One good thing I was positive say was, yeah, I need to make more money at the time, but I wasn't supposed to make more money to be with her. You know what I'm saying? Usually women try to put you to the position to make more money for them, not necessarily for yourself. Because she was hoping to convince my young ass to fucking be locked down with her old ass. And your boy Callie was like, nah. But anyway, I was still simping, but not for her. Not like that, no. Now, Taylor Rooks said, 17 else said Taylor Rooks is not mulatto, and please, no puff talk. Oh, no. Hey, yo, Pete this. Yo, we're gonna talk about pity. Hey, we're gonna talk about that Diddy, bro. We ain't gonna talk about nothing crazy, but we're gonna bring up that Diddy. Now, 17 else says, but since you're talking about Puff, he knows way too much. They're gonna try to reform him, repair his image, and he will be out in 2 years or less. Man, he might not even spend that long in jail either. She said both parties are unified and hate ninjas and always been. The Republicans are open with it. The Democrats play emotional ends that value symbolism. I don't think necessarily Republicans show it. I just don't feel like. Here's the thing. I can honestly say that Republicans are not gonna try to use politics to try to stop something just because someone might feel insensitive. And the thing is, the Democrats, here's the thing. Democrats, they say things that's very offensive to black people too, but they say it in a way that it means well. So because it means well, black people give it a pass, which is really a psyops. But to some degree, I gotta agree. Now, Sky Daddy 4444 says, Cali West, I am late for church, big dog. He said I would break a $10 for some. He said I would break off a $10 for some Joy Taylor OF. Hey, for real. Hey, no lie. I mean, I don't know if I necessarily subscribe to her OF, but I would love to look at her pictures. Because no lie, I ain't gonna front. Even though she is a Jezebel, she is a Jezebel spirit, she look damn good, bro. She look damn good. I ain't gonna cap. No cap. That bitch look good, bro. Because she's like a white woman. She looked like a white woman, but not a white woman. If that makes any sense. 17 Nell says, YNs that want kids will still love those kids, but will juice Joy Taylor and others to help them pay for those kids and won't care because he is providing a service. Facts. Oh, facts. No lie. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes here's the thing. Sometimes I kind of say to myself, maybe I should have messed with that old chick, because the old chick, she didn't care when I was messing with other females, though. No fact, no lie. She didn't really mind. And she did give me a couple threesomes and stuff like that. Like, no cap. So, but, hey, as a man, you should never have to feel like, oh, a woman's your savior, or a woman, you should go deal with a chick. At the same time, hey, shit, sometimes it is what it is. You feel me? And plus, sometimes when you deal with something you don't really want, you end up just holding yourself back, bro.
My nigga.
For real, bro.
That all up in me at one time. Don't try to make me take all that dick at one time.
Slow and easy.
He said, don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you. I would not rush all this dick up in you at one time. I'm going to take it easy on you. She said, okay, I think I can take it. So he laid down. The nigga rushed all that dick up in her.
Jammed it into there.
Jammed and rammed.
Like Jam City.
All kind of dick up in that girl at one time.
Dang.
And took her breath some more.
Here we go. But I'm not domino. Sky Daddy 4444 says no Clive Davis. Free Diddy and Kelly. Only the brown go down. Woody Allen. Wine little hot. Spell little he said spell little hat. Notice a pattern. Shit.
He ain't lying.
All right, well, hey. Yeah, they say the ones that you can't talk about, the ones you can't are the ones who truly in power. So it's crazy how people can talk about, Trump this, Trump that, Trump this. But guess what? When it comes to that, you got to spell it out. You got to ask Kanye. You know what I'm saying? We can't even really say it. So what does that say? And just go figure. Don't think they're now on both parts of the spectrums. As far as, Democrats and Republicans now. Because they both support, a certain country that starts with an I. Now, 17th says the Democrats are very insulting to black people every way. They openly insult black people's intelligence, but use Negro agents like Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton, Ricky Smiley, convince ninjas. Facts. That they are on our side and will never do anything for us good. Facts. Well, go figure. They pay. Look, here's the thing. They pay those guys. I remember my pops kind of once saying too, like, they could, whenever there was a civil rights movement or something like that, or some type of upgrading, and all they used to do was, maybe you might want to get all the money for the whole group, right? But let's just say the community needs $300 million. What they will do, the people in charge will say, we'll just give you $5 million to make this just all go away, or to convince them otherwise. And that's essentially what the civil rights leaders did. And when you dig up into history and start listening to these old shows and old interviews in the 60s and 70s, even with Malcolm X, you end up realizing, especially with Malcolm X basically spread out the fact that the civil rights movement wasn't even led by Martin Luther King. Black people had their own civil rights movement nationwide, their own individual civil rights movement, but it was Martin Luther King that unified them all by jumping into it after the fact. Did y'all know that? Everything is a psyops. Everything is truly a psyops. That's why that dude who was kind of bootlegging, that David Banner, he was bootlegging. But this dude, you know what I'm saying? He's not even really pro-black anymore. He came on that show talking about he ain't even pro-black no more, because guess what? He kind of realizing how things really are, and it's really a psyops. The people who we thought our friends are not our friends. 17 says, I never voted in my 45 years. If I ever did, it was the local issues in the black city if they are actually proposed to do something tangible to help black people. Man, you know what? Hey, that's cool if that's how you feel, but I disagree with that. Yo, there's a reason why there's a reason why they did not want black people to vote. If voting mean nothing, they would have let black people vote a long time ago. The reason why they kept people from voting is because there is some power to it. Now, granted, yes, you can vote in your but here's the thing: many people, even in the Bible, you ain't supposed to depend on government to solve your problems. You're not supposed to depend on the government to solve your problems. When you start putting your government into your personal problems, that's when things go bad. It's kind of like why black men walk away when their women put them on child support. Because you put them on child support, you basically gave your baby father a daddy, which is the government, because they're gonna make sure he's gonna pay. Now they want receipts. Now that this, that, another. Now you answer to another motherfucker. If you was better off, now you gotta answer to the IRS. Now you gotta answer to somebody else who want to take your money even pre-taxed. Now, 17 says our nationally passed laws to help financial black people. Okay. Now, I truly believe voting, even though, even your favorite candidate is still gonna be listening to their constituents. I do believe voting means something. I don't think voting means nothing, y'all. Skydaddy 4444 says, gotta vote at the local level. Man, you gotta vote at all levels, if you ask me. But salute to that, though. 17 says none of that will happen, so I won't. Okay. Local issues, I will at some point vote. Nationally has already been decided. Man, we'll agree to disagree with that. If that's the case, then why did they try to assassinate Donald Trump twice? If that was the case, why letting illegal immigrants with one administration and then other administration is kicking them out? Yo, that's not see, there's too much nuance to it for that to even make sense. But hey, that's what you believe. Hey, that's what you believe. I probably can't convince you otherwise. But if that was the case, certain things will go certain ways. The one thing I definitely noticed is that both parties still take care of one specific country in mind. But they definitely have their different metrics and what they want to do. So voting definitely means something. But yeah, man. Skydaddy 44444 says it's all theater, big dog. Man, here's the thing. It's theater, but not in the sense that y'all think it is. Here's the thing. If it was all right, man, I disagree with that. When people decided that they wanted to get their school loans taken care of, right? That almost made it a worse situation for them, because guess what? People was like not paying their school loans off, and they was still able to come be all right. Now people who got school loans, now they're forced to actually pay for it. Why? Because at one point in time, because think about it, the other party messed up the spending, right? They're spending on bullshit ass, stupid ass studies and stuff like that, and LGBT this and this, that, pride that, and this, while ignoring the black community. Like, yo, that's not just theater. Like, truly were people affected when Biden became president and he still wanted to enact COVID policies and stuff like that. Yo, that affected the country. All that affects the country. So it's a little bit more than just theater. It's a little bit more than just theater. Now, Skydaddy 4444 says we range free range chickens in America. Two fangs of the same snake. Ephesians 6:12. All right, like I said, I'm not here to convince y'all. I'm just saying my opinion. So if y'all believe so, okay. But there's a reason why they are hosing down black people, and sicking dogs on them, and there's a reason why they try to kill Donald Trump, and there's a reason why they took out JFK. You know, if the presidency was just theater, then why would the people take it so seriously? That's why I don't agree with that sentiment. If that was the case, then why did they do so much to be in power and to be in that seat? That's because there is power in that seat. Now, okay, so we just about in on that. I ain't gonna cap y'all. I ain't planning to be out here all night. I just kind of want to rap with y'all a little bit, saying give y'all, righteous, the righteous fear, doing this YouTube thing. It's definitely, my other job, and I gotta make sure I do this all the time. You feel me? Let's see here. Skydaddy 4444 says civil rights was the worst thing that ever happened to so-called black people. Look, it has, and here's nothing to do. And I tell this to people all the time. And I was saying this, at a family meeting the other day. I was just saying that, it's not that I don't like the civil rights movement or I don't believe that civil rights, that black people don't deserve civil rights. I truly do. But I don't believe that we had to put in laws to give us the civil rights. Just like Malcolm X said, all they had to do was just enforce the laws that was already here. We don't need no new laws. And another thing is, too, those laws, the civil rights bill came with strings attached. And the truth is, black people were eventually going to be part of the greater society anyway. But when they decided to give us welfare, here's the thing. White people already had welfare. And they knew that no one from, welfare families, people that amount to nothing. They knew that, those make ghettos and stuff like that and projects. So guess what? They decided to start a new project, which was the degradation of American citizens, i.e. Black Americans, by letting their women be on, child support and welfare and separate from the family, from the man, to instill modern day slavery. And I got so many videos. I got a video we could talk about that right there. Man, it's so far off. I can't even find it. Like, cause I know I shared it sometime this week. No lie, sometimes I be getting flooded with. I be having so many videos. I be flooded and I don't know where them videos be. I just know I talked about it recently. But like trying to pull it up is like going through a needle through a haystack. Well, if I had to do T, yeah, man. Because that right there is definitely going towards the subject matter. Since we're partying and bullshitting right now anyway, we already been done with the main event. Yeah, I think we done finished talking about Diddy. Did we finish talking about Diddy? Or did we finish talking about Diddy? I think we finished talking about Diddy. Oh, yeah. We all know that he's going through lawsuits. Yeah, we done with Diddy. We done with Diddy. Pause. 17-0 says Latino voted for Trump knowing they were going to kick their people out. We knew this. It is a theater. If both countries support the country, the country, they will all live and be amongst each other. Well, here's the thing. A lot of people voted in for Trump because of the fact that, here's the thing. Not everybody who's Latino getting who are getting deported. And when you say their people, let's just be real. When we say their people, who's their people? So what? Like, for example, are black people really your people? You feel me? Like, I feel like the only people who really your people are your family. The only people who's really your people is your son, your daughter, your mama, your daddy. That's your peoples. Does some other people come from another country? It's not your peoples, man. Let's believe those. What's so crazy? Many of those immigrants who are getting kicked out, they don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a shit about. They don't give a shit about other Latinos. They don't give a shit about. They definitely don't give a shit about Black Americans. So there's a caveat to it. You feel me? There is a caveat to it. And here's another too. You don't think the Latinos who have their green card or who have their citizenship, you don't think they know that other undocumented Latinos being documented does not affect their economy as well? Think about it. If you look, if there's more people, if there's more people willing to do a certain job, that's only going to bring down the cost of paying someone that job. So read this. It'll even behoove the Latinos or even any legal immigrants in America to not have illegal immigrants. Think about it. Think about it from a capitalistic standpoint. And that's what a lot of Latinos are voting on. Skydaddy444 says, I appreciate Big Dog. Love the fellowship. Yeah, man. Hey, it only takes 2 people to have a fellowship, right? 2 people or more, right? To have a fellowship, right? You know what I'm saying? That's how it be. You know what I'm saying? We definitely more than 2 people, but yo, definitely a fellowship, bro.
He ain't lying.
My nigga.
Shit, matter of fact, how many people we got in here? How many people we got on this Righteous Fear night? Okay, let's see here. Hopefully I got some of y'all got some commercials. Hey, y'all do y'all boy a favor real quick. Do your boy Cali a solid. Please like, share, and subscribe. Well, you know, to my channel if you're feeling this shit. Come on, y'all. Let's get it. I appreciate the people who's viewing in. I see my ex, formerly known as Twitter, family's in the house. Y'all can come through on Facebook and check this out too. You dig? You feel me? Facebook, y'all coming through live. Y'all can come through and show some love too. Don't be scared. You know, we show love in here. Come on, y'all. Just press the like button there. You know what I'm saying? You can press the like button. Now, let's see here. 17-0 says they're all the same team and we ain't on it. We are all pieces that play around with. Facts. Sky Daddy says NAACP, Black Lives Matter, civil rights are all led by you know who. Exactly. Sky Daddy says, Coach Tribe, my people. Shout out to Coach Greg Adams and the Free Agent Lifestyle. Sky Daddy 444 says, yes. Yes, sir. 2 or more is a fellowship. All glory to the Most High. Yes, Lord. For real. For real.
He ain't lying.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You know what? Since I got some time, we can go through some clips. And then I'm gonna let y'all off early tonight. You know what I'm saying? We cutting class early tonight. I know I'll be giving y'all 2-hour shows and 2-hour and 2-hour plus shows, but we're gonna probably have it down to about an hour, maybe hours and change tonight. Because I got a long week ahead of me and I still got a little bit of work to do, you know what I'm saying, tonight. So the back office stuff I gotta do here. So yeah. But anyway, that don't mean that we still can't have a good time. I can smoke, have my little smoke and talk my shit with y'all, enjoy my Red Bull, and enjoy this fellowship. You dig? Now, with that being said, okay, let's go to my little clips that I got. There's a couple things I want to show. Look what this one black woman got to say about brothers, right? Because, sisters always got something to say about brothers. Look what this sister got to say. Oh, matter of fact, I don't even have it up yet. But that's okay. I'm going to give y'all something to watch in the meantime. Remember that clip I played in the beginning? I'm going to play it again, though, just so we can talk about it.
Women out here like what you do for them, but she don't really like you. She don't really love you. She don't really like you. She not attracted to you. She don't really care for you. No. She like the illusion of you. She like the benefits of you.
Yes.
She like the feeling of you.
Yeah.
She like the way that society sets her apart and it makes her look like she's made the right choice. She like that part of you, but she don't really like you. That's why she can't kiss you, she can't hug you, she can't love you. She don't want to fuck you, she don't want to suck you. She don't want to show up in public with you. She don't want you around her family. She don't want to take pictures with you. Because she don't genuinely like you.
Tell them!
Attractive or not, she just don't genuinely like you. And it's kind of your fault. It's kind of your fault because you just keep showing up. You just keep on doing it. You just keep trying to prove to her, you're fucking goofy. You're fucking goofy. And you're not taking the signs. You're not taking a hint. That girl don't love you. She just like the illusion of you. She like the idea of what you can do, of what you do. It ain't you. It's the stuff.
Emotional damage.
He ain't lying.
Yo, I mean, I know she's saying it. She's kind of saying that she's being a little bit of vindictive in a way. Just because she's being a little vindictive or being a little rough or being a little crass or blunt is because it's the truth. You know, like for example, it is true. It is true. A woman will use its capacity. Just look, the woman will use it just for the capacity of just be able to have someone to show off at the family barbecue, or saying in this case, you know, maybe she don't even take you around her family. Maybe she just take you around her homegirls. You know what I'm saying? Because the truth is, her family sees another man that she's been trying to lock down for the last 3 years. So that's why you probably don't go to the family trip, but you'll go to the homegirl trip. You'll go to the trips to the homegirls. Because guess what? I'll tell y'all this. I end up realizing too. Everybody be in on it, but you. Like the girls, her homegirls know that there's a dude that she's been sucking and fucking, and she's been trying to convince him that she's the best woman for him for years. But guess what? They'll still come in your face and say, "Oh, this is a great guy. I believe you're a great guy. You and her make a great couple." That girl will still know that she's messing with another dude, sucking another dude, having sex with another dude, raw dogging everything, and when I say shit to you, bro. Yo, for real.
This is a sick Negro.
That all up in me at one time. Don't try to make me take all that dick at one time.
Slow and easy.
He said, don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you. I would not rush all this dick up in you at one time. I'm going to take it easy on you. She said, okay, I think I can take it. So he laid down. The nigga rushed all that dick up in her.
Jammed it into there.
Jam and round.
Like Jam City.
All kind of dick up in that girl at one time.
Dang.
And took her breath some more.
For real. She'll be straight getting painted. Face getting painted. Every other night. Y'all have a good vibe, and all of a sudden, you notice at 9 o'clock, all of a sudden now she ain't nowhere to be found. Make a nigga want to wait for some poom poom type shit. Look at what this chick got to say.
To take accountability for how terrible the dating pool is, we started taking advice from hoes. Not the old school hoes either that was on Backpage and Craigslist. Hoes that get online showing their full face, their full government is on their page, and they're telling hoe stories, but they're not telling the whole story. So now women think that they man and they trick are supposed to act the same. Tricks and boyfriends, they supposed to pay rent and buy bags and buy shoes and take you out to eat 4 times a week, and it's never gonna fucking happen. Boyfriends usually ain't got no money. Tricks usually have money because they're emotionally unavailable and probably just terrible people who are only looking for power and control over a woman's body. But y'all want to take advice from these women. Y'all, now look, now men think they can buy pussy. Now when you looking for love, you go on a date, you shocked that the man think he paying for pussy by buying you filet mignon and some risotto. Yeah, we did that. We were a part of the problem. All these BBLs and stuff, y'all don't think that got something to do with how sex work and normal love life have somehow become intermingled and stuck together forever in a way that's irreparable? I'm just a bitch who smoke weed. Don't ask me nothing.
Yo. Yo, but she keeping a buck. But let's just be real. The reason why the dating pool is so bad is because guess what? And nowadays, man, when you can just go on your phone and if you go hit up a girl with IG, like, yo, it's pretty easy to get a girl on IG if you got your money right. If you got your money right, you got a few dollars that you don't mind spending, or you at least have a good vibe about you, trust me, you'll be getting some poom poom on IG. We all know that IG is the #1 dating app. And that's been an app that I haven't really been on my personal account in a long time. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been, going straight to the source. If you know, you know. Because even if you date a chick on a regular scale, she's gonna just ask you for money all the time. You might as well pay for a chick who at least looks better than average chick. Even average chicks is asking for money from poom poom nowadays, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's because, you know what I'm saying, the dating pool, I mean, the dating always stems from prostitution anyway, but the dating pool definitely got pissed in it, bro. Definitely got pissed in it.
Nasty bitch.
Teen says, I actually don't want to be shown off to her people or family. As long as she don't get on my nerves, we smashing. She don't ask me for much, and she does the shit for me. That works perfectly for me. No, I agree with that. That's because you're a man of experience, and you know you done seen it all and done it all. But you know, I truly believe whether you've seen it all, done it all, or even if you're just naive, no woman should be trying to play you. You know what I'm saying? Shouldn't be trying to play you. I mean, I guess what shouldn't be done, shoulda and coulda is two different things, but you know, ideally that's still wrong. You feel me? You know, I mean, goddamn, because some of these women, here's the thing, we come from an age where a woman, if she didn't even want to be seen with you, she wouldn't even accept your money. Remember that? Even though we know those hoes, those bitches will try to play you and all that, there are certain women who even if they was gonna play you, it's to some degree when they played you, they could easily just gave you the pussy. They just end up playing you. But now these women outright play you because guess what? It's the culture. You know what I'm saying? At one point in time, if you play the wrong dude, that could fuck up your reputation in the whole neighborhood. Now, you know, hey, now they're just pissing the pool now. Just pissing the dating pool. Now at this point, things are so bad. Even if a chick is a decent chick, she's probably still not getting wife based on the type of dude or who she gets at, and basically based off of his experience. Because think about it, when you deal with chicks and you end up finding out, you know, they engaged and they still in like the dark side and they still in open relationships and they still fucking another dude and they telling you, oh, well, you know, I'm still open to other things. That when you find a chick who claims that she's a good chick, you kind of wonder if she's doing the same thing that these wicked girls are telling you when they basically are just doing their dude wrong. They out here doing wrong, and they expect the next one to be doing the same thing. 17th says, I ain't looking for no relationship, and I ain't bringing nobody around my family. He said, I've been around most of my own family. I feel you, brother. I feel you because you're exposing yourself when you do things like that. And I totally agree. I totally believe that unless you plan to marry that chick or be serious with the chick, why is she meeting your mama for? What's she meeting your mama for? What's she meeting your daddy for? For what? What reason? There's really no reason. So I agree. What else I got for y'all? Oh, listen to this. So this lady tells women about, women who want to just have a bunch of kids and they think that, things are going to be easy just because they on child support and they getting, welfare check and all that. Well, this sister got some news for y'all sisters.
Fucking now, let's stop it now. There is no village. Let me tell you young girls what nobody's going to tell you. You got fucking 3 kids at 24 years old. You're getting ready to struggle. You're getting ready to cry. You're getting ready to be depressed. You're getting ready to want to unalive yourself. Okay? You're so in love with the baby daddy and you keep laying on your fucking back. You're going to be alone. Your friends that all think your baby's cute, while they're out twerking something cute in a cute little pretty girl outfit arrangement, you're going to be home with those fucking babies. Drowning in postpartum. Drowning in depression. Drowning in your fucking mistakes and decisions. And all your friends, I'm your friend. No, ain't no fucking friends, babe. That's just what they are. Your friends are not your baby dad. Nobody's gonna tell you. Your mother's not gonna tell you. Your father's not gonna tell you. You're gonna find out when you call them because you have a job interview and nobody can watch your fucking kid. And they're home. They're off that day. You're gonna find out when you're down to the change in the middle of your console to put gas in your car. That love ain't all that. Love takes hostages and will leave you and your kids in fucking poverty and turmoil. So buckle the fuck up. Because I'm going to tell you what nobody's telling you. Them fucking babies are yours. And that man ain't never gonna fucking change. This shit is hard. And I have more than a lot of you bitches. And I'm struggling. So let me tell you bitches when nobody will. Let me tell you when nobody will. Especially you young girls who keep laying on your fucking backs having all these babies thinking it's cute. I know what you're going through behind closed doors. I know you're crying yourself to fucking sleep. I know you're overstimulated and you're being a mean fucking mom. I know what the fuck is going on.
Uh-oh.
So you can try to post your pictures and their cute little dresses and their shirts. But baby, I got two. One's with my ex-husband from a very formal relationship, okay? By the book. And the other is from a narcissist that I got with after. I wish I would have knew better.
Run! Go! Get to the chopper!
See, it's like getting a nice fresh cup of water, right? In a clean cup and glass. Nice little sparkling, nice clear water, right? But then someone comes and just drops a little teaspoon of piss in it. That's what she fucking did when she had to go blame the man at the motherfucking end, bruh.
Shut up, bitch.
Like, she just had to say that, oh, she was in a former relationship and, you know, she was with a narcissist and she wished she knew better. Why did she just say, well, you know what? I blew up my first relationship and then I got with a narcissist. I should have knew better. See, remember what old girl said, y'all be telling these horror stories, but don't be telling the whole story. See, too busy telling the whole stories, but not the whole story. Because if she was in a formal relationship, why did she break up in a marriage? Especially if she said she got more than some of these bitches out here. Hey, ladies, when y'all decide that, oh, I don't need no man, yeah, I know y'all cutting yourselves out of at least $2,000 to $4,000, right? I mean, yeah, he might have his own hobbies, his own little things and stuff too, right? But that's no, you're potentially, you know, stopping yourself from $2,000 to $8,000, or at least be around someone who at least makes $2,000 to $8,000 a month. I mean, I'm not saying $2,000 is a lot of money, but guess what? Having another $1,000, even let's just say he'll just say, okay, I'll give you another $500 out of that. That will be more money than you will be getting working for yourself without any help or protection. But guess what? They all believe if they just ride the corporate ladder or they work at this post job to job forever and go to the nice club and, you know, wear their, you know, put on that bulletproof vest, aka waist trainer, you know what I'm saying, and it's tight dress, they feel that they're gonna land a high value man or dude make a lot of money, and he's just gonna magically make all her bills and her problems go away. But the reality is it never happens, and that's what she's warning about. But trust me, she thought she could get a better man than she had already. That's what she's not telling us, right? That is what she's not telling
He ain't lying. He ain't lying.
Now, I got some other clips for y'all. Look what his other sisters got. She got a message for brothers right here. Check this out.
I saw a video of a black woman saying, can we normalize black men protecting black women?
Hold up. Let's go back to the last video. My boy 17 says she effed up the marriage and won, and she left the husband and smashed. They had a child and bounced, and he bounced. You know what's crazy? Even though you and I both don't know this
And let's
woman,
stop this fucking now. Let's stop it now. There is no village. Let me tell you, young girls, what nobody's going to tell you.
even though we both do not know this woman, we both know that's really what happened. Let's be honest with you. Because the good guy, see, here's the thing. For some reason, here's the thing. I do truly believe that everyone has a conscience. It's just that some people are better at stifling or hiding their conscience. But she couldn't say to that dude that her husband, the dude that she married, was a bad guy. See, the truth is, if you listen to women and how they talk when they're getting into their emotions, they'll tell you the truth without telling you. You just got to just know how to speak womanese and kind of just decipher through the bullshit. But she basically basically told us what you just said. She effed up her marriage, and the one she left the husband for, she smashed who she left the husband for. They smashed and they had a child, and he bounced. Of course. Well, remember she did have one baby by him too, so he bounced, but I guess he still maybe paying some child support. Cause guess what? They're not gonna let no man just walk away and not pay no child support, or they're not gonna let the man walk away with a kid in most cases. But facts, all facts. I had to read that. Facts. Now listen to what this sister got to say. She got a message for brothers. Check this out.
So I saw a video of a black woman saying, can we normalize black men protecting black women? No. You want to know why? Because it was black women who turned their back on the black man first.
Ooh.
You gave up on him. You canceled him out. You kicked him out. You, black woman, turned your back on the black man first. And now you're going to have the audacity to talk about them the way that you do after all the pain and suffering that you have put them through. There has always been a black family unit, always. Since we was picking cotton, all the way up until 1960. It was you, black woman, who caused all the damage that you did. And all that hurt and that pain and the hard work that these black men did from working unskilled jobs. From the law being passed for them to be able to go to school and learn a trade, to work skilled jobs to make more money, to provide for their family and send their kids to college for degrees. When their job was taken from them, it was you who turned your back on him for a check. And now you want a man to come to your rescue. You didn't even try to save him. There was some black women that stood by their man. And they chose to pack up from these luxury apartments that were sold to them as artificial smoky mirror mirage bullshit. And they moved out and they continued to keep their families together. But it was a whole bunch of you that turned your back on them. So I don't blame them for feeling the way that they feel today about you. Know your history. Learn it. See how it was systematically put together to destroy and dismantle the black family unit that had been strong for so long. And look where we at today. That pain, that hurt, that suffering, those emotions that man felt when you turned your back on him was carried from generation to generation to generation to generation to today. Where they can give two fucks about you. Because you gave zero about them. That is it.
Yo. She ain't tell no lie. Where was she lying, bro? Where did she tell a lie? She told no lies. This is why y'all see this more often.
Thanks for all your help. Bye-bye, Tanja. Bye-bye.
Shit is real. Shit is real. Now, 17 now response to that last video, he says the side ninja is always seems like the better option until he become the main option. He probably already had his own family, just like she did. Oh, either that or he, shit. Sometimes he has a family and then he never leaves that family. He just ends up having a kid and end up having a broken family on the other side. Here's the thing: there's plenty of men who have had kids, outside kids from their women, and guess what? But guess what? You know why we don't hear this often, 17 and 0? Because usually we ask a woman about what happened to their baby daddy. You know what they tell you? He left. They never say, oh, I was dealing with a married man and he couldn't leave me because he already had a full family already. What they always say, the old infamous line is, he left. What the fuck does that mean? How does somebody just leave? Like, did he like jump on a spaceship and left the earth? What do you mean he left? Now, J Flow says, salute to Cali West, XL Pro, 17th and O in the chat. Breaking up families is the NOO. Facts.
Emotional damage.
17th and O says that J Flow, broken families and wild, unchecked women, especially single mothers, were a game changer for the economy, which is why they did it. He says if men were still in charge, they could care less use of spending because we would tell them no most of the time. At J Flow, salute. Well, you're basically breaking some good points, but guess what? You got to understand, bro. That's why I keep on telling y'all, about this voting thing, about why y'all should vote. Because somebody voted for women to have rights. Someone decided to let them vote. And guess what? You see how far and how left things have gone? It goes to the far left to the far right all the time. Why? Because that's what voting is very important. See, that's what I'm saying. See, like, you see how voting comes into play too? Because guess what? They wanted to allow women to make their own money because guess what? If you have more people paying taxes, that's more people to make tax. That's more people who's getting taxed. That's more money for the government. And, some will argue, well, okay, well, you could have just paid the husband the money and the government still get their check. Yeah, but guess what? You don't think the government and you don't think advertising companies and you don't think products and you don't think businesses know that husbands say no? Of course they do. That's why they set up no fault divorce in California in the 70s. It's because guess what? They want a woman to, use that spending. Be this advertising. Most advertisements, if you watch, most advertisements are geared towards women anyway. Truth over emotions comes through. What's up, G? He said if Trump starts taxing women for all their Cash App freak videos, they'll owe more than blacks are owed for reparations. See, that's what you'll think, right? But here's the thing: truth over emotions. There'll probably be more men paying that than the woman because guess what? Like, for example, when we heard Bad Baby or whatever that chick is who made all that money on OnlyFans when she turned 18 and Black China, they end up paying certain companies who put together that content for them. So they only get a cut. They don't get, like, for example, when Bad Baby made like 50 million and all that, she didn't get 50 million in her direct pocket. And that's even before IRS. They probably paid her a good 10 guaranteed million. They didn't know they was gonna make 50 million, but they was like, hey, you'll get this much of money if you want to let us market you. Man, these people know what they were doing, bro. Shit crazy. But I hear what you're saying, but there's some truth to that. But guess what? Just know that there's gonna be some men paying for that. Maybe not black men, but there's definitely gonna be some men who's gonna have to pay them taxes on it. Well, you talk about Cash App. But still, Cash App, OnlyFans, when they go hand in hand. 17th and O says business owners made women having rights happen. Oh, of course. That's what we call lobbying, lobbyist. 17th and O said they convinced having no man to tell them what to do is the ultimate freedom. And to this day, Truth over emoji says you're right on the app tax. Yeah, man. Here's the thing. Hey, if y'all ever got questions about why certain things are in this world, follow the money, y'all. Shout out to Coach Greg Adams, but follow the money, bro. And he kind of gave me that tidbit. I mean, I'm sure other people have said that before, but I just remember hearing that from Coach Greg Adams. He said, whenever you kind of want to find out why something is a certain way, just follow the money. 17 though says my first commercial job was a market research assistant, and 90% of the advertising, even where a plan or go programs place things and the colors are geared towards women and children, we are not thought of. Facts. The only thing they try to sell to us usually is like cars. Yeah, that's one thing they try to sell. They try to sell to us cars and trucks, power tools and shit like that. But most commercials are geared towards women because guess what? They're the ones who want to go ooh, 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 and buy. Here's the thing: for a man to go buy a purchase, especially a big purchase, he can't just do that shit off of an emotion alone. He'll kind of tinker, like, especially buying a car or buying a house. The man's gonna probably tinker around about the idea, even if he has the money. It probably still take him a month to make a good sound decision that he feels comfortable with. A woman, just because she feel like it and she just like the car, she can just go and buy it. Hence why they always need a man to bail them out at the last minute, because they put themselves in business deals, the mad business deals, and then they try to figure out after they got into trouble already. What do they say is the easiest thing to get into but hard to get out? Trouble. 17th and 0 says, I've heard fellow follow the money over 20 years ago. All right. 17th and 0 says, always follow the money. Okay. No, but that's dope. That's dope. I don't know. Maybe because I wasn't, maybe when people were saying it, I didn't really care, or maybe wasn't listening to the subject matter. But when CJ's kind of said that shit, I was just like, it makes sense. Like I said, I didn't think he made it up, but he's definitely the first one I definitely heard coin it. So, give him his props. Now, with that being said, let's go to the next video. I got some other things that I want to show y'all. 17 says, even cars and homes, if you have a girlfriend or wife, they always go to the women. Of course. J Flo says, my wife is 50 and impulsive as hell. She just buy-ish. Of course. And then guess what? You got to fit the bill. And here's the thing. Even if y'all have a quote-unquote 50-50 relationship, it will never be 50-50 anyway, because she can come up to you to equal her out. So when she spent too much money, she can ask you for $50 to $100, saying every other day and shit like that anyway, right? That's how women work, right? Truth is, y'all, if it wasn't for me chasing ass and having girlfriends, I'd probably have a nice condo somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being an efficient ninja in an efficiency. Well, it feels like an efficiency. J Flo says, max out lifestyle. Right. 17 says, everything is given to women. Women, men are only considered in paying for it. Exactly. It's for real. Sometimes, people, I ain't even care cap. There's some chicks who they only hit me up when they need money, and I deal with them accordingly. I don't mind that I don't have a little money thing with them, but guess what? If I gotta pay for it outright, look, Domino's and Pizza Hut do not call you asking you to buy the pizza. When I'm ready to buy pizza, I'm gonna call Domino's and Pizza Hut, and it's gonna be the same with a female. If y'all want me to help y'all in some minds, shit, y'all better make that pussy. You better make that ass very available. Shit, am I lying? Make that ass very available.
That all up in me at one time. Don't try to make me take all that dick at one time.
Slow and easy.
He said, don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you. I would not rush all this dick up in you at one time. I'm going to take it easy on you. She said, okay, I think I can take it. So he laid down. The nigga rushed all that dick up in her.
Jammed it into there.
Jammed and round.
Like Jam City.
All kind of dick up in that girl at one time.
Dang.
And took her breath some more.
My God. What me and my kids gonna do? I only got $60 in my food. They cut my food stamps to $60. What me and my kids gonna do? I got about 6 kids. What is that gonna do, $60? Like, you got to be kidding me right now. Like, I am so tight right now. I really is pissed off. Like, and my public housing, like, what I'm finna do? I done got an eviction letter. Like, what am I finna do? I was living 3 years rent-free. Like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, what am I supposed to do now?
Get a job. I don't know. Stop having.
I mean, let's just be real. You know what? We're gonna let brother got to say what he got to say.
Kids. I don't know. Take the money that you should have been saving up from the 3 years you had rent free and do something to help yourself. I don't know.
That's because women without leadership, they're gonna keep on spending. Trust me, she probably had all types of hairdos and all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? All types of hairdos, hair on fleek, looking all good or whatever, right? Because yes, she might not look all that right here. She's technically a big back, but you can look at her and still tell that she was probably, she's kind of mildly attractive. Oh yeah, when she was throwing her thick ass at the club, throwing what her mama gave her, say for 3 years. No, I gave a fuck. You feel me? But guess what? Yeah, Trump is starting to kind of pull the kibosh on everybody's program. And rightfully so, because I feel like giving women handouts only inflates their ego. Because think about it. If they could keep on getting handouts, what the fuck they need a man for? J-Flo said she turns up at Golden Corral. Exactly. Give her the breadstick. Right. I know you talk about the mother, you know what I'm saying? You talk about them hoes who want that money. Yeah, they get a breadstick. Do this. You give them breadsticks when you're ready to order breadsticks. When you want to give her breadsticks, you give her that call. But yes, J-Flo, she definitely looks like she turns up at Golden Corral. Damn, J-Flo, Golden Corral? Where you stay at? You in Florida? Because only people in the South bring up Golden Corral. I never had Golden Corral. I heard it's okay. Some people say it's okay, but then, some people tell me I'm definitely not missing it. And I don't know, for the commercials, I don't think I'm missing out. J-Flo says SoCal. Dan, is Golden Corral in SoCal? When we was growing up, was Golden Corral in California? Because I never been to Golden Corral in Cali. I used to I used to love in California? Tony Roma's. Y'all still got Tony Roma's? There ain't no Tony Roma's in Florida. 17 and L says she better get to busting it open and start shaking something to get some customers, social media platforms. This is what break her off. She can talk to some mics too. Well, yeah, I mean, like I said, here's the thing. I'm not the one to go and not notice that someone could be mildly attractive, but she's technically a big back. Look at her. She's on big back duties technically. She's gonna be on the big. She's like down there on the big back club though. She's what we call one of those cute fat girls, and I use the term cute loosely. Hey, trust me, man. A woman doesn't necessarily have to be traditionally beautiful to get money from a man. Shit, just like a woman doesn't have to be traditionally beautiful to get the protection and provisions from a man, but she got to get in when they fit in. And guess what? Women don't want to. They believe that here's the thing, they're all taking a risk when they decide that they don't need a man. Because you could have had a man and built together, but guess what? They choose not to because they believe that based on what they see on social media, they could just hold out for the next best guy, for the best guy that they could get, and this baller is just going to take care of her. Now, 17 else said, that ain't stopping nothing. No, exactly. Facts. See? Exactly. That ain't stopping nothing. Shit, I ain't saying I never gave a big bitch some money before. Shit. Hey, trust me. Man, your boy done blasted off. Well, your boy done, had more than enough bedroom fun with some big chicks. But, there's a caveat to it. There is a caveat. It does come at a price. It does come at a price. Because they be on some bullshit like this. You know what I'm saying? I try to stay away, I'm not saying that I don't, but I try to stay away from welfare recipients. Even if they just get they just get an EBT. Still welfare. Simpson though says if her back is to the wall, she need to catch the wall and bend it over. Hey, yo, you a chubby chaser 17 though? You really like her. You know what it is? She got them little I think it's because she got them little Chinese eyes, huh? What is that? What it is? What you like about her? Because she got some nice eyes. I ain't gonna lie, no cap. Like, see, I used to fuck with a chick who used to look like that. No lie, but she wasn't a big back. She was kind of on the thick side, but she wasn't a big back. But she looked kind of like this chick though. Like what it is? What is it? Is it them tight eyes that she got? The tight eyes. What is it? What you like about her? What you see about this chick? Because she got on this big ass t-shirt and she got on this wrap. I need to know what you like about her, G. What is it? Because I guess she got a mildly cute face. Like, she's not ugly. Like I was saying, I'm quite sure before she had them kids, she was probably something. Like, she's not a bad little chick, but what you like about her? Because you've been dropping a lot of zingers on her. That's your flavor, neighbor. Yeah. 17th and 0, like I'm a little thick. I mean, thank Lord she wasn't necessarily obese or nothing, so I'll give you that much. But yeah, 17th and 0. He definitely got something for them little thickness. She ain't fat though. She ain't completely fat. But yeah, but you like her. If I find her IG, I'll send her your way. 17-0 says she ain't bad, but what I'm saying is tough times come with tough measures. But 17-0, can I say something? You don't think? All right, look, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if that's her IG or his IG, but bruh, she's already doing that already. She's already selling it already. Look, trust me, she was already doing that already. You don't get it? Here's the thing. But she was supplementing buying her food with the EBT. You get it? You get it, bruh? That's what she was doing. She was like, here's the thing. That's fellas. That's why, fellas. When these hoes be telling y'all, nigga, you broke, it's not because you're truly broke. Because truly broke mean you don't have no place, you don't have no car, you don't have no money, right? But no, just because you don't have extra money to go pay for their shit or whatever, or put them, help them out in a bind, just like that, they'll call you broke, which is disrespectful and is wrong, because I truly believe if you're a broke person, you can't call someone else broke. If you truly don't have no money, you cannot tell someone who you need money from or you ask them money from broke. You should technically be forbidden. It should be against the law. Like, you should be locked up for calling people broke if you don't have the money to help yourself. But best believe this chick is already shaking it. She's already doing strange things for the change. Now 17 now says she now got to step her 3-0 game up. Well, yo, I'm glad that you mentioned that. What you think she's doing now? She's doing a simp wolf whistle. She's literally doing a simp wolf whistle. This is the simp wolf whistle right here. That's exactly what she's doing. That's why you think she's coming here and talking about Donald Trump is only giving her $60 a month. Truth is, Donald Trump is probably not even giving her $60 a month. But guess what? If she comes and says Donald Trump is only giving her, is taking $100 off, no one's gonna care. But if she comes on here and say they only giving her $60, what she ain't telling, they probably gave her $60 because she was probably scamming the system and probably got overpaid in EBT. So at this point, they're like, okay, well, we can't not give you anything. So guess what? Until you get caught up from your scamming or whatever, or your overpayment, he goes $60 a month. See, she ain't telling the whole story. Until she put up some documentation, you know what I'm saying? I don't believe not one goddamn thing that she got to motherfucking say.
He ain't lying.
So, yeah.
I can't believe you did this. I'm appalled. You ain't Paul. You a nigga that steals.
Now, 17 says, if a broad ever called me broke, I would tell her I'm even when I have buku money at the time. Then I tell her to take it or leave it. They always said, oh shit, if a broad ever called me broke, I would tell her I am even when I have buku money at a time. Then I tell her to take it or leave it. And they always stayed. Oh, okay, well, that's because she sees something in you and they respect you. So that's what's up. You feel me? But it's kind of crazy because yeah, man, you know what? You almost can't even take what they say literal. But me personally, I don't take no motherfucking disrespect. You feel me? If I'm so broke, then be with a nigga who's balling. You don't need to be around me. But you know, the chicks who do call you broke, if they ever call you broke, they don't really last long anyway. They don't last long around anybody. Because if you're dealing with somebody who got a lot of money and was giving you money before me, why aren't you with them now? Obviously, you fucked that off. You did something stupid and you fucked that off anyway. So what is the point? But guess what? Women are quick to talk about what the next man did, but yet she ain't with the next man no more. Now, 17 else said if they would have left, I would have said go and get what you need from them. Hey, that's essentially how life is anyway. The moment you have no use to a woman, all she's gonna do is move the fuck on. It's crazy because there was some chick I was messing with on a dark side, right? And I seen her on Snapchat and I ain't seen her in a while. And all I did was say hi to her or say what's up to her. And I believe that she blocked me from Snap. You know why? Because it looked like she might have like a dude now or something like that. So now she's trying to separate herself from the 304 life. But the truth is, you know, you can block me and that's cool, you know what I'm saying? But what's crazy is that you don't think the dude that who's fucking with you know you're a 304? He probably know you're a 304. He probably just either so damn bad that he's willing to deal with a 304. Or two, he ain't really gonna be dealing with you that serious anyway. Because think about it. How can a chick really claim that she fuck with you, but she be gone at strange hours of the night? Bruh. Yo, at this point, come on now. And then she got money, but she ain't got no job. Come on, G.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Shit crazy. Okay, I think I got one more video, then I'm gonna go. And then we're gonna catch it tomorrow night. You feel me? We're gonna catch it tomorrow night. Now look at what your boy Kevin Gates got to say. It sounds like he's talking about Brittany Renner, but he ain't saying no names. Check it.
How y'all doing? I just gotta reset my day right quick. Somebody just sent me a text message talking about, and then they try to use the things that you hold sacred that make you against you. There's no sense of you praying 5 times a day. You not real. You know, I'm attached to you. That's why I keep texting you. You know, it's some people out here looking for real love. Yeah, it is. But some people not looking for a friend. They looking for a fool. Remember that. I'm glad I got good sense. I done gave you close to $10,000. You don't eat my dick off the bone. Your pussy ain't really, it's throwback and you know that. I'm trying to see when it's going to get how it's supposed to get, but it's just, this not it. This just not it. This not a win for me. I'm not winning fucking with you. I just like the your little energy and I'm genuine. But really, fuck you. Have a beautiful day. I pray you find a flunky, because I'm not that.
Emotional damage.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Bruh. Yo, because remember, y'all know, Brittany Renner, she's the one who's speaking on their end of their relationship. He sound like he talking about her, but yeah, and he's supposed to be some Muslim, and he's all about praying, and he was really humble by the end of that message, bruh. That motherfucker went in, bruh. Sheesh. That motherfucker was not fucking playing, bruh.
He ain't lying.
Sheesh. Kevin Gates. J-Flo said his green hat is suspicious. Yeah, you know what they said? People was saying in the comment section where I pulled this from, I think it was on Instagram, or no, it was on TikTok. And motherfucker, I think it was on TikTok, and motherfucker was like, He looked like he worked at Subway, bruh. Sheesh.
Emotional damage.
Now says Kevin Gates is definitely a character. Yeah, he is, bruh. He definitely is. Yeah. Kevin Gates. Yep. Damn. And you know what's crazy too? What's crazy is Kevin Gates already done got with Brittany Renner in the past before. But see, I guess when she came back around, you know what I'm saying? She wasn't, like she wasn't coming with it. I don't know. Whatever little notoriety or fame because here's this. She has dated other rappers. Wasn't she messing around with YG for a second, if I'm not mistaken, as well? But hey, no lie, they be sometimes when you mess with a chick and she, the first time when you was fucking with her, the sex was super, super bomb. But now, here's the thing, let's just be real. Him even suggesting that he was gonna marry her and all that, or make her his wife and all that. Even though they didn't get married, women believe once they hear that marriage, they truly believe they don't have to do what the fuck they had to do before. And like he said, she wasn't eating off the bone. Pause. 17 says Subway. Ha 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 ha. For real. He do look like he worked at Subway though. Real talk. And yo, you Kevin fucking Gates. What you doing a car video for, bro? That's terrible. Y'all know I hate. Here's the thing. I don't mind car videos every blue moon. And I guess Kevin Gates can do a car video. But still, y'all know I still don't really. Y'all know I have a pet peeve for necessary car videos, right? Especially with men. Like, you supposed to be saying whatever the fuck you saying in your dressing room, on the tour bus, or in your house. You up here fucking, you gotta go and fucking hide from people to fucking say your opinion, or to get privacy. That's just fucking crazy. And you looking like you working in Subway, G. 17 says, I don't know, but Brittany definitely been around. Oh man, she been around like Tupac. Shit. For real. Now, yo, man, I appreciate y'all tuning in to another episode. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're feeling this shit. I hope y'all have a good Tuesday night, and I'll catch y'all boys tomorrow.